is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to SoFi Stadium, the home of the LA Rams and Chargers, right here in Inglewood, California. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on last season's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3-Day Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First and 10, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They face third down, trying to build momentum early in this national championship game. They'll give it to the back. He's stopping behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up a fourth down.
They'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Making some changes at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up.
Oh, and he fumbles! Scooped up in the defense. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the... and make first down yardage.
That is just a tough break for this running back. His first chance in a game, and he immediately fumbles. I hope that's not it for him today.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. First down here for this offense. The shotgun handoff here. No way to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Finding space at the 20. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Dogs. They strike first in this national title bout.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
USC, 0.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Trojans. Who's going to score? Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He makes the grab, and the defense smothers him for no gain. The Trojans come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to over-reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
The Trojans looking to count the drive here. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Stop for no gain. Defense very stubborn here down near the goal line. Offense facing second and goal. And he'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, USC. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Looking to throw it on first down. He finds the running back in the flat. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
And the Bulldogs will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Pass is caught. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. It's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They couldn't stop him there. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And the point after is right down the middle. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring touchdown in their last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Not much of a game there, Kirk. The defense paying close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. I gave him a completion, but not many yards.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught by the receiver. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Snags a quick throw. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. And the Trojans looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, They're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Looking to throw yet again. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Over the middle, but it's incomplete. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the 1st down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now they'll run it on the toss. That solid pursuit, they'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he goes down after a huge gain. What a play for this offense. The spark they needed. One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Toss play to the outside. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns it around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes play blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Toss play. Back heads to his right. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but on completion here. It's a quick grab. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. He keeps it on the design run. The ball is out close to the goal line. The defense has it, off and running. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Boy, it's not every day we get to see those big defensive linemen get their hands on the ball and put their track shoes on after a fumble recovery. You can tell he pushed his body all the way to the limit. Look at him. His hands are on his hips after that big run. Get him some oxygen.
Catch made on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Trojans come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down to the 25 and move closer and closer to the red zone. Back-to-back jump plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Fires it on the move. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. It's a short attempt, but from the left hash mark, a severe angle here. And it's good right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The coverage team brings him down on the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. He gets loose. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Georgia. He just sprints into the end zone. Unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The freshman with a little too much air into that one.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. He didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. He hands it off from the gun, and he will be stuffed for no gain. Now it's 2nd down here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The receiver makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 40. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And the Trojans pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do.
And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
That one moves the ball to the 16.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And the same runner's got it again. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from him.
What a job at the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. 2nd and short, easy 1st down. No, denied, stopped, bring up 3rd down.
Looks like Georgia will have the 1st down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up the 1st down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Swarm with the pass rush, a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Bringing pressure. They got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it Brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up with their own 48. First down. Looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
And the Trojans pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. A new set of downs after that completion. They keep him off bounds with a run. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going and is still yet to break 20 yards on the ground for the game.
Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score in first down. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And they get to completion. And he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And that will give them the lead now.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Make the extra point and go up 6. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Time for one more play here in the quarter. He'll hand it off. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Offense moving closer to the line of game after that catch. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Now one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. He's looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Dogs. This offense cannot be stopped.
But it's just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Crucial PAT is good. They're in front by 1 here in the 4th. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Trojans offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He makes the grab. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. The Trojans will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Second down, we're going to throw it. The short completion of the tight end. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. But, man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Leon. The Trojans churn out another 1st down. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He shreds the tackle.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs, to stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Caught near the sticks. It's Leon. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? First down, looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, we always talk about receivers that if the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to bring it in. But it's hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you like that.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Oh, he fought hard there. Broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? It's a run. Running back's got it. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. Knocks that one right down the middle. They reclaim the lead with that. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long.